Look at that. Look at that. Fresh.
Hey, welcome back to another video. So, kind of doing almost like a repeat, if you will. I shot ballistic gel earlier, kind of looked at what I wanted for 2025, broadhead wise and selection. I have narrowed it down. It's the same selection, but what I want to do today is kind of check the lethality of these at distance. Lethality at long range, if you will. So, gonna test the same ones that I've shown and talked about before. The new 1.5 Severs with that bleeder. This is one of the ones I've been using for practice, so it's a little beat up on the blades. The actual ferrule is absolutely in perfect condition. These titanium ferrules are about as strong as you can ask for. The blades are a little beat up. I'll just order some replacements. I do have two others that are in great shape. This one's just got a couple little dinks in the blades and whatnot. I don't know if you can see. Right there's a chip on this side on that blade. But these things are freaking sweet on how they lock out and deploy. So definitely an awesome system. We're going to check on that. As I've shown before, the Deadmeat from G5. These things are awesome. Leave one of the gnarliest holes with that collar slipping off just because it's not on an arrow. But they leave an absolute massive hole. These things are great. The Schwackers. So these are the Schwackers that I'm going to run this year, a little different than what I've done in the past. These are 100 grain with the diagonal sweatback blades, as opposed to this one's all dirty because it's locked right now for practice, but this is the other one that I've run. These are 125s, the Levi Morgan editions, and they actually have a different blade profile. And Muzzy Trocars, tried and true. I do like these a lot as far as a 3-blade fixed. So pretty solid ones right here too. But those are the 4 I want to check out today for, like I said, long range lethality. Kind of what the flight on them looks like with a little bit more of a stretched out shot, and then just penetration, seeing kind of which one performs the best and carries some of that kinetic energy. I do also have what I showed before, the X vanes. These are the BeeReal wraps and BeeReal X vanes on RIP TKOs. But I did order some of the DCA Super Sabers, and so I'm gonna shoot these with these broadheads as well. I did test these out. I've been shooting them all week. They absolutely are phenomenal too. I do really enjoy those. I haven't actually shot the Super Sabers at all before, so I ordered those, put them on, made a couple. I think I have about 12 and 12 right now between the two, and they shoot just as well. I mean, I'm stacking groups of both the DCAs and the X vanes right next to each other, so no issues with those there. As far as flight goes, I do have a couple in a 3-vane configuration from the Arizona Easy Jig, and then I did do on my other jig the 4-vane with just a very subtle offset for the helical. I'm going to run 4 more than likely, just for a little more steerability and stabilization, but I don't think it's really going to make a difference. I've been pretty keen on 3 vanes for a long time, but I do like the way that the 4 vanes fly, and if I need to, I have those to kind of steer something else. So I do have some of the homemade ballistic gel. I have an old, well, I shouldn't say old, I have a caribou hide that I tanned a couple years ago, and that's going to be my substitute for hide right now. That pretty much replicates the best I can as far as hide goes. It is a hide. It's tanned, but I mean, it's pretty much as close as I can get, other than trying to shoot through cardboard. So we're going to use that. But let me show you what this looks like, and then we'll go outside, get this stuff set up, and start throwing some arrows. Alrighty, here she is. So caribou hide off of a bull from a couple years ago. Tanned it. It's still got some good texture on the inside as far as it's not totally crisp and dead. It's got some porous. Is still, I mean, whatever you want to call it, it is not just a dry piece of beef jerky. There's a couple spots where it is towards the edges, but it's still very supple. So should work pretty good as far as standing in for live tissue when it comes to a hide. Obviously, a live hide on an animal is going to be a lot denser blood flow, live tissue, but hey, best standing I can use is the next closest thing. And then my homemade ballistics gel. So I put the little tape on here simply because I did put another balloon in with the red gelatin, kind of like where a heart would sit as far as depth of tissue. I don't have any stand-in ribs this time. I kind of blew up the other ones I made in the last block, so we're gonna shoot it without. This is just reference when I pull the hide back so I can kind of see where that would be. It's not as clear as the other ones I've made because this one's recycled from 3 different blocks. And while the texture and consistency as the gel goes is awesome, I mean it is a dense piece, it is not as clear. And I did try to put a little more hydrogen peroxide in when I melted it back down to clear it up. It's got some debris as far as little pieces of, you know, brush and leaves and whatnot. So not the cleanest block I've ever made, but the density's still spot on. But yeah, we're gonna have this. I'm gonna wrap the hide all the way over and tuck it on the back side as well, just to keep it nice and snug, so that way any entry and exits can be pretty clearly seen on the Broadhead and their cutting ability. And yeah, we're gonna shoot through this, set it up. Probably try to shoot from, I wanna say I'm gonna try for 60, maybe 70. I'm at the house, so I don't have a huge area that I can really gap it out. I would love to try to do this at 100. If I get more interest in that and you guys want to see something like that, let me know. I'll absolutely load the truck up, go to the range and take some long pokes, but I think we're going to stick to like the 60, 70 today, kind of try from there, see if there's any good results from it or if something just absolutely is not going to work, but hopefully this will tell us. And again, it's about a 9-inch, let's see here, yeah, so right at 9 inches, 14, just about 14 and a half, right at 5 inches. So height and width don't really matter. I'm looking more as far as what the depth of it is, about 9 inches of consistent density on this median with the gel. I've said it before on the other videos of shooting through the homemade ballistics gel that I have. You're gonna have lungs, you're gonna have other tissues in that vital zone. Lungs, obviously, usually are full with air. It's not a whole lot of resistance there, but where you lose the resistance of a live animal in their lung gap, in their cavity, this will make up for by being one solid median. So it's not going to replicate an animal perfectly. I understand it is just to see across the board on one set median how the broadheads perform. Penetration and cutting ability. That's kind of what I'm looking at. And it does give you a pretty good idea of which one's gonna outperform the other when it comes to a live animal. Never gonna be the same and perfect, but should give you a good, at least baseline, so you know what you're doing. But let's go get her set up, put it out, and walk back, try to get some shots through it. Alrighty, so we are as far back as I can go without starting to walk in front of the house and freaking out the neighborhood. So I'm tucked in here with my snow thrower and kayaks and everything else on the side of the house. But 60 yards. So we'll see what this does at 60. We're gonna start off with the latest and greatest. The Sever 1.5 titaniums with the new 4-vein DCA Super Sabers. And luckily enough, with putting 2 targets up and then putting the block on top, this sits right in front of the caribou target that I made in the vital zone. So kind of a nice benefit for indexing where I want to make sure I hold. And just for context, sitting right in front of the target, like I said, which makes it really nice for indexing. And we're off, so let's see. Well, a little right from where I wanted, but time will tell. Let's go take a peek. Can't quite walk around my own yard without company here. My shadow, Mr. Kilo, can't help but follow me back and forth every shot. So let's see what happened here. Oh, nice, nice. A little right, but I'll take it. I'll flip this around. Kilo's checking it out. So there we go, just to the right of center. Right on through the gel and out the back. So this is cool because now with this, I get to see how these blades are going to react with hide and tissue, which, would you knock it off? Not knock my target over? Which look like, obviously it's going to pull some hair, take some with it, but not bad. Nice cut on the back side. Full cut coming out. I'm liking what I see here. I'm liking what I see. All right, let me get the hide off and the arrow out and I'll show you. All right, so I actually didn't want to take the actual arrow all the way out, but I did scoot it back enough so you can see, kind of push the blade just so I could get through the hide there. But there's our exit. Obviously pulled some tissue out, some of that gel. Nice cut coming out. Looks like our blades were slightly angled. I'm assuming that's going to be because of the entry on how the entire thing's angled. So blades doing their job just like they're supposed to with that pivot. Awesome cut coming out the back. Some rotation there as it came all the way through. Cut clean through on that hide. And absolute massive hole in the front. So it's hard to see. There is, like I said, there's a balloon in there. Just missed it. But absolute awesome shot coming through the front. Sever, that's why you're my #1 for the year. I am not upset about that. So get this one out, reset, do the next one. All right, let's keep on rolling here. Next up is, I want to say, yep, the G5 with the Super Sabers. So, see how this one does. Might have been right, right in the same spot, which isn't preferred, but it'll do. That'll do, pig, that'll do. Now, if it hits same hole, too close, I might just redo this one just to get more accurate result through my high-speed scientific method. This is my shadow here. Nope. He's gonna supervise from afar, apparently. But yeah, damn near the same spot. Maybe a whopping ½ inch higher, if that. So there's hole #1, hole #2, right on through. But good penetration here. I want to say it's just a little bit more. I want to say this is just a little bit more penetration than the last one, which these are good sharp blades. I don't discount G5 on what they make here. So let me peel the hide back and we'll take a look. All right, flip this thing, pull that arrow back just enough. Nice hole. Like I said, good 3-blade, big old cut. Good cut coming out the back. Just enough off that we still have good visual. So I'm not gonna have to reshoot this one. Close enough, but not too close that's gonna mess it up at all. But I mean, that one you can clearly see just how big of a wound channel these make. Ooh, check that out. Yeah. But man, is that a nice entry hole. So making our way on confirmation. This is why I like what I like here. I'm digging it. I'm digging what we're seeing. So get this one out. On to the next one. All right. Third up to bat. Da 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 da. Be our first and only fixed blade. So we'll see how this one does. This is going to be with the X veins on the old Muzzies. This one, we are definitely going to give a couple clicks. Holy cow, release, come on. Give a couple clicks here. Scoot ourselves a little more left because I've been right just by a touch. All right, fixed blade, let's go. That one, whew, that one plugged it square, baby. That one flew good. All right, almost dead left and right. So maybe a couple more clicks, but let's go look. Which, by the way, as I have the moment of walking, if you like the hat or you like the patch, hit me up, let me know. I can get you some. The patches for the hats are the same. They are a heat adhesive, so you can stick them on damn near anything if you want. And they are durable. Guy that makes them for me is freaking sweet. So love it, love it. If you want one, let me know. Put in the comments if it's something everybody's interested in. All right, let's check this one out. Nice. I wanted to be a little more right about there, but that's all right, that's all right. Human error, I'm not perfect. Good entry. Good exit, just like anything else. Taking some hair. Good hole there. Ooh, this one's like nice and centered, so it's a little bit harder to see from the sides. But I do dig it. Looks like about the same. Ooh, he's their GoPro. Looks about the same as the Deadmeat as far as penetration, which so far all three have been freaking phenomenal. So let me peel it back, we'll take a look. All right. Get this turned over here. Nice hole. Looks like there's a little red gelatin on it. Caught a little bit of the heart. There's our exit. Good hole. I pulled up, oop, my bad. I pulled up a little too much when I was trying to get that back. Good hole there. Really high top hole. Might have just been from when I pulled up just a little bit too much. Check out this entry. Nice. Good hole. I mean, you can't ask for much more than that on a 3-blade for a fix. That's freaking pretty good, pretty good. I like her. So, yeah, kind of hard to see. Maybe from up here, right there, through that heart, just on the edge. So, nice. That's mainly for fun, but it's good to know. Cool. Last but not least, let's go get her. All right, all right. Let's get this done. Last but not least, the Schwacker. Now, from my experience, this should leave probably the biggest exit out of all of them. At least that's what I've seen. So, let's go. Nice. A little bit of a wind gust, just off to the left a hair, but I'm not mad about it. These are all flying freaking phenomenal. All right, well, definitely have a winner in the penetration category, which I'm not surprised about. That one is buried all the way down to the vein and damn near touching the back target, and there's a good gap off this, so liking that one. But I'll show you once I get it open. With the Schwacker, you're not going to see a giant entry. That's not how it's designed, but we should see a good wide nasty cut on the back. So let me peel it back real quick. Okay, easy on back here. Try not to tweak it too much. All right, and there it is. Absolute massive cut on the back here. I love it. Now you can see right here. Close these up so I can get them back through, but push this forward just a touch. There's that full cut coming off the back, which is awesome. Awesome, awesome. Grab you guys here, full channel all the way through. Nice and wide. I dig it. And just like it's designed, as soon as it came through, like I said, not a huge hole here, because as soon as that makes contact, those deployment blades go to work, and as soon as it passes through that hide, that's when that cut starts. And you can see, started its cut right away after getting through the hide, just like it's supposed to. Sweet, not upset at all. Looking good. Let me get this one out. Now, like I said, this is 60 yards, so let me know if this is something that y'all have interest in on 100 yards, 100 plus. Put it down there, let me know. Make some new videos on something different, or if this is a waste of time and y'all are tired and you already left, well, sorry. Give me a better idea, I guess. All right, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. A little repeat to kind of fix the test that I didn't really love the first time. I think that was a better go of it, just for simplicity and representation. I like the hide, that worked out really well. I think it kind of adds in a factor of realism for what to expect when you have other materials there. So I like it. Let me know what y'all think. I appreciate you sticking around to watch. And that is my 2025 final selection. That is what I am running. And should be fun. RIP TKOs, DCA Super Sabers, the BeeReal X Veins, and the Schwackers, Deadmeats, Trocars, and Severs. So that's it. Hopefully it's another exciting season. Bears should be coming out pretty quick. Seen the first one the other day. So it's going to be a lot of time getting ready to get out in the woods in the next couple days here. Kind of prep, get things ready, get things going, and pretty quick chasing them big old furry teddy bears around, seeing what we can't make happen. So appreciate you sticking around. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Drop a comment if you have any other ideas or something cool that you'd like to see me try to do. And please, 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 please subscribe, hit that like button, follow along with me, get this channel growing. I appreciate you guys, everybody that's sticking around and watching and subscribed already. Thank you so much. But yeah, if you're seeing this, pass it along. Please help a poor man get going here. This whole YouTube thing's fun. I enjoy it. I don't do it for anything other than getting the passion out there and getting more people to see kind of the fun ins and outs of what archery has. But the more people that see, the more people that learn. So throw it around. Help me spread the good gospel, if you will, of what these bows can do. And just getting out there and having fun. So enjoy yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.